What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about a little muln. Let's see what's going on. Had a pretty exciting day, I guess, there to the start, and you know what's going on there in the charts as well. We'll look at the ortex as always. So what do we got? We had that news that sent us with that little pop that they have the funding on hand to close the Elms acquisition, which is nice. What's it going to include? It says that the factory in Indiana is providing muln with the capability to produce up to 50,000 vehicles per year, all intellectual property, including all manufacturing data that is required for the assembly of the Class 1 van and the Class 3 cab chassis, all inventory including finished and unfinished vehicles, part modules, component parts, raw materials, tooling. So if there's a finished vehicle, just slap a muln sticker on the bumper and just sell it to somebody already. All property including equipment, machinery, supplies, computer hardware, software, communication equipment, data, networks, and all other data storage. Okay, so we got that going for us. What do we got going on in the short interest? Looks like it went up. Looks like some shorts might have fought today's action. Live short interest coming in at 35.37%, and live short interest estimated at 114.21 million. Utilization saying not at 100% now, but that's okay. Cost to borrow came down actually. So hey, if they're getting cheaper, I guess people are gonna borrow more. Why not? So let's see what that does in the charts. I mean, who else is laying it out as easy as this? You know, we have a theory, we have something that we're working with. I know my last video was a little bearish. Like I always say, this channel does come with a disclaimer. I'm not here to powder your butts. We're a little bit more mature here, so we want to know, you know, what's going to protect our investment or what's going to make us money. That's what the channel is all about. How to, number one, protect your investment. Number two, how do you make money? And I think with Wyckoff right here, we have a pretty good idea as far as how we could potentially make money. We have our trading range. We know where those difficult areas are. 30 to 32 cents came in again perfectly today. Hit that and had a little bit of a rejection. So basically still watching, you know, your lows. I could see a retest down here. I really could at some point. I would like to see it come sooner than later so that maybe we get that spring to the upside, or at least we know what we're doing. I don't like to accumulate for too long. I mean, I know it has to happen, but it just gets boring, and we don't like boring. We like ways to make money. So realistically, I do think there's still a trade here. If you know you're paying attention to the last video, then you're rethinking some things and what you need to be doing possibly to set yourself up. So, you know, if you're thinking trade wise, I know it doesn't look like much, but these are 10 or 20% swings. Is that how big money is going to position themselves to be ready for whatever is going to come possibly, you know, or I don't know exactly. I don't, but all I do know is that we should be thinking, you know, what do we have to do to position ourselves for what to come, whether you want to be in here, whether you don't, how you're going to protect your accounts, and how you can make some money in the meantime. So we have our levels. It is what it is for right now. I do think there's still a trade here. I think the setup, the technicals don't always care about the fundamentals. We have time until that vote goes through, and we're just going to kind of see what money wants to do or how money wants to push it. But that's what we're watching for today. Overall, not a bad day. I mean, I wish it would have went a little bit more crazy, but it was a little exciting. So got a nice little pop, and we're still kind of in our trend line. I did drop it down a little because we were perfectly trending right below it, so I figured why not move it down just a little bit so that we can see if we're riding it or not. It is riding it, so I do think, you know, coming out here towards the end of Friday, we're either going to break out, break down, or just continue this consolidation accumulation. I would be watching to see, you know, breakout, retest, push, or if we get working our way back down here to the lower level of that accumulation phase and see what happens down there. We're going to hit a little bit of a volume cutback as we work our way up this trend line coming into probably tomorrow. So how how well are we going to hold up there? I'm not too sure. Between the, call it 28 and 28 and a half cents, it's not a big jump, but whenever we're trading in fractions of pennies, we always got to be watching for those kind of things. So let's see if it either, you know, just pushes its way right through there, or if we hit a little bit of a static. If we hit the static, I think that might be a signal for us for which way we might be heading. But if we can continue to climb this right on through, you know, come Friday, that would put us right above our little volume cutback area and into this here area where we get a little bit more trading action. So let's see if that happens. Right now we're just kind of watching, we're waiting, we're going to see what happens, and, you know, trying to make plans, I guess, in the meantime as to what we want to do. Not we as in us, we as in people. I got to make my decision, you guys got to make your decision, and we'll just go from there. But like I said, I do still think there's a trade here, maybe several trades. So, you know, if that could be a possibility. What I'm contemplating is 50% of my account. I might just actively start trading that instead of holding that. And, you know, keep 50% as my long term. That might be my style. With that 50%, I will plan to be patient and try to play my levels and see, you know, just how much I guess I could wipe off of my risk of holding muln into the end of the year. But I haven't done anything yet. I'm still just sitting here trying to decide exactly what I want to do. I want to see what money does in the meantime, and I'll keep you guys posted. That's what it's all about. So I appreciate you. I will catch you guys in the next one. I hope you had a great day in the markets. As always, stay golden, people, and may your accounts stay green.